Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I don't know if you guys can hear me since I'm this far back. That's muted. All right, so we got a jam-packed episode tonight. Just going down the list, and it's absolutely incredible. We got a few tag team matches. We got a match with AAA, and then another one. So let me just get down into this. Sorry, I've been really stressed out lately. I kind of didn't want to do this today just because of how the internet is. And see, I'm not even wearing my beanie. I'm not even giving a fuck. I'm just not in it right now. There's a lot going on in the internet that's stressing me out, but for the fans and for everyone else, I'm doing this. All right. So, bear with me. Okay. So, what the hell? That was weird. Something just popped up on my screen. All right. So tonight we're gonna go up from what I bookmarked. Trey Miguel versus Rohit Raju. Okay, so the Desi Hit Squad wrestled the Rascals last week. It was a great match. I loved it. But Trey Miguel is a character. He calls Rohit Raju's haircut a turd on his head. That's great. It's lagging. Oh man, what the heck? I don't know what's going on, but it's lagging. Anyways, so that match is set for tonight. Probably the first. It's probably gonna be the opener. I'm really excited for it. I like Trey. I like Rohit. I'm not really fond of the whole Desi Hit Squad though. They're I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about them. They're great talents. I just don't know about the whole tag team. I don't know about their characters or where they fit, basically. Next we got Puma King from representing AAA, and we got Sami Callihan representing Impact. See, this is a match that happens tonight. Like last week, we got Falaba versus Psycho Clown. This week we have Sami Callihan versus King Puma. Did I say Prince Puma? Oops. King Puma. Apparently, he's the father of Prince Puma. No, he's not. I'm just playing on words right there. I really should wear a beanie right now. I feel like old and all exposed, but whatever. So next up we got Rich Swann and the Mac versus OVE. See, this is fun. So apparently OVE versus Rich and Mac, the all nighters. There we go. I'm gonna call them the all nighters. The all nighters. Apparently, Rich has history with Sami Callihan, so this match is happening to see if there's a bridge. See if Rich is gonna break and betray Mac. I don't know. We're really gonna have to find out about this. So I'm really excited for that. Then we got Dark Alley versus Kiera Hogan. Trying to think. Alley versus Kiera happened once. Then it was a tag team, another tag team. Then it was Sue versus Kiera. So I think this is going to be the first time Kiera has gone one-on-one with the character Dark Alley. I may be wrong about that, but it seems like it's a first time match. That being said, this character in this storyline is probably like the most thing going for Impact right now, except for the whole Rich come home storyline. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This is a really good match. Dark Alley has brought a lot to Alley's character and a lot more physicalities. Kira Hogan, if she gets intense, she can spark up her wrestling meter for a bit. But that's going to be a fun match. But the match I'm looking forward to, because I already know the outcome. LAX versus Lucha Brothers, a rematch from Homecoming. Yeah, Homecoming. Apparently, everyone in Mexico raved and ranted and was absolutely enthralled by this match. So, this is going to be an absolute show stealer. I'm very saddened that it's going to be on Twitch, where only people that want to see will see, but not like it'll be on TV. But hey, at least it's being viewed by an audience. So that's all I have right now. No one popped in the chat again, so it is what it is. People are probably, the UK people are watching Impact, or the other people are probably promoting on Impact or Twitter. So anyways, that's part 1 of my video. I usually don't do part 2s, just for people that watch all the way through. I've been thinking about doing something with this channel. Updates and everything else is and then right on the card and me doing my little video YouTube and video game clips. I think I'm starting a new segment. I don't want to give away the name because I don't want it stolen or idea taken like past some of my videos have been. But it will be starting tomorrow, where I talk everything that's out of my head or what's going on in my mind. Sort of like the whole JR thing, what's going on my mind, what's on my mind segment, but mine's a little bit different because my YouTube channel is actually called Glimpse into My Mind. So I got a thumbs up, and then they decided to change it. Interesting. Anyways, but yeah, so that's gonna go on to I'm thinking it's gonna start tomorrow. I got a lot on my mind about this business, and I feel like I think it's time to clear my head again. Let the world know what's going on in here. That being said, that's all I have basically. No one's popping up in the chat. About less than an hour till Impact Wrestling on Twitch. What did you guys think of the Twitch show with WrestlePro? I thought it was a really good show. There was a few things that I was about it. The Smash one was a bit better. I loved the Insane Mike. I loved him. He was great. The whole conscience thing where he's like, "Oh, this is your conscience. You are going to black out now," and he just falls to the ground. And then Cody Deaner hijacked his conscience and used it against him. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Psycho Mike is probably on top of my list now as probably one of the most entertaining performers. I have a long list, so don't feel bad. But he just jumped to probably the mid top. Like that match was probably insane. And I love how some of these mild mid-class matches can sometimes outshine the main event. People say, "Oh, they shouldn't outshine the main event." I say bullocks on that. Any match can outshine a match if it's given the proper utility, proper respect, proper build, everything. A main event is only for the main event. It doesn't have to be the best one. It doesn't have to be a finale like the 4th of July. I think any match can be a main event. The main event is only the main event because it's the main two guys that are building and have the championships. But like for instance, in Slammiversary, the Pentagon versus Sami Callihan match, that was more of my main event than the Moose versus Aries match. And this one on Smash, Brace for Impact, the Psycho Mike match versus Cody Deaner was my main event. Granted, the Johnny Impact versus Sami Callihan match was absolutely insane. I loved it. But we knew Sami wasn't going to win because it was a Twitch show. If Sami's ever going to win that Impact Championship, it's going to be on a pay-per-view or on an Impact. So the only reason why it was billed as a World title match is just because of the hype meter or the eye views or for people to get attention. Like, oh crap, they might switch hands. They might do this. No. For instance, the Lucha Underground match. Lucha Underground versus Impact Wrestling at New Orleans, or Nolans, I like to say. I'm not from there, but I can say it because I once played a game in Tony Hawk that was in New Orleans, and I spent most of my time in that area. Anyways, but yeah, the whole LAX versus Killshot and the Mac. Killshot and the Mac was this close to winning the titles, but because it was an Impact product, and because they weren't technically contracted to Impact Wrestling, they couldn't win the titles. But they made it think they would win. Breaking kayfabe there. But regardless, it was a hell of a match. But my attention that I loved the most was the Psycho Mike versus Cody Deaner match. And that's why I think main events are obsolete. They don't need to be main events anymore. Every wrestling match on a card can be a main event. All In, for instance, my main event was Omega versus Pentagon. It wasn't the Bucks versus Rey Mysterio. It wasn't any of that. I absolutely loved Pentagon versus Omega. That was my main event. And I really think that whole narrative, oh, the main event should be the best match, needs to end, because no, the best match should be the one that has the best build, the best performance, and the best audience reaction. And the Psycho Mike one was great. I would love to see Psycho Mike on Impact Wrestling with that current gimmick. Knowing Jimmy Jacobs and creative how he is, he can work that out. And if that's his character and not Smash's, he can take it with him. See, that's kind of the thing I wanted with that's the kind of thing I had in mind when we had that Samuel Shaw character. Oh man, I miss Samuel Shaw. I was probably the only one that liked him on Impact. I loved his character. I didn't like how stocky he was with Christy though. But when he came out dressed like Dexter, I absolutely laughed my ass off. That Dexter gimmick, I swear, he had the whole black glove, the turtleneck, the cargo cream pants. He came out dressed like Dexter and pulled it off beautifully. God, I miss Sam Shaw. Ah, such a waste of talent. He was only on Impact for a good 4 months. He gave us the best steel cage match I've ever seen. The one where he actually pulled a character inside through the cage hole. That was great. I loved it. But yeah, so I love to see him back. But that was one of the things when Psycho Mike did the whole conscious thing. I wanted Sam Shaw to do that. He said he was crazy. He said he was deranged. He said he heard voices in his head. Well, project those voices. Have Ken Anderson make him think like, who the fuck is talking? That's what I wanted for Sam Shaw. But it never happened. The idea never clicked. It was something that I thought of that if I was a creative or if I was in charge that I would have done. But that's all I got to say on that one. So the topics I'm going to discuss tomorrow, since the numbers of views keep rising, I'm going to discuss about All Elite. I'm going to discuss about the Lucha Underground contracts and why some of them are good for business, even though some of them are on hiatus or hostage. But I'm going to talk about the benefits about having those wrestlers on hostage instead of having them be pissed about their contracts. I'm going to talk about the pettiness of WWE, obviously. And then I'm going to talk about the future things going on with Impact. Those are the things I'm going to talk about. I got nothing going on tomorrow. So, plan wheeling if I don't feel too tired or feel too stressed out, I am going to do that. But as we get down to the last hour, I am going to call it a night. I really want to get my friend on here to do one with me. Have his thoughts. I'm gonna ask him about it tonight if he wants to do a miniature duo video, speak his thoughts and mind about everything in the business. Um, but that's the end of my video. Like I end all the time is like, retweet, subscribe, comment, all like, all heart, all reply. I give everything for you with nothing in return. Just your appreciation and support. But oh yeah, I gotta do that t-shirt idea too. I'll work on that. But that's the end. Enjoy Impact Wrestling. I'm sorry if this video lagged or my head wasn't in it. Like I said, I've been stressed a lot lately, dealing with a lot. For instance, my hair is balding again. Financials, everything else, a few wrestling events coming up that I'm going to. Um, Working on getting a camera so I can take pictures of those events and start doing slideshows and shit. This YouTube channel is starting to boom, and I'm very proud of the progress I've made in such little time. I mean, it's not that big of a deal right now, but for me, just fooling around on this and talking about shit and just posting YouTube videos and video clips and everything else, the views aren't bad. People are watching everything I tweet, everything I do, so they're interested and they're intrigued. But I feel like I need to do more just to boost those numbers up. I want a bigger audience. So, well, that's the end of my video. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully it'll rise with people in the chat so I can actually communicate with them. But that's the end. It's 6 o'clock, and I am going to watch Survivor before my friend comes over to watch Impact. Bye.